So welcome to everybody. Welcome on our new constellation, Kineis. So who we are, Kineis? We are a provider of connectivity, so an operator of connectivity for IoT, Internet of Things. So Internet of Things, what does this mean? It's just some few messages per day to communicate in between each object and its users for a small size of message. What we know and what we announce worldwide is that we have 35 billion of such objects, which is foreseen by the year 2030. At the meantime, today, we have only 15% of the global planet who is covered by IoT terrestrial network. And this is exactly what we are solving today, what we are proposing. We are extending to 100% this coverage. So, as I mentioned, we are a connectivity operator for IoT, and we already have 9 satellites within 20K of terminals. And we are launching by 2024 25 new satellites with the ambition to multiply by 100 the number of connections, to divide by 5 the price of the device. So you can have device such as this one, or another one, this one. Another point is low consumption of electricity per device. And we are foreseen something like divided by 3 the consumption of electricity. We introduce as well a two-way communication in order to control each object over the planet. And finally, we offering some near real-time communication in between the object and the users. We are launching a 25 nano-satellites constellation. Nano-satellites means 30 kilograms, but as I mentioned, built as big satellite, meaning that we put into our system an automatic system to position the satellite, to reposition the satellite on a daily basis in order to optimize our system. Second, we put some propulsion in order to put exactly on the right place in the orbit each satellite, and of course to optimize the system. Now, after the 8 years of duration, we are deorbiting this satellite thanks to the propulsion. And this is one of the main reasons of the propulsion is also to avoid any problem of débris spatiaux. Thank you. And well, the kind of pollution, the air pollution. Yeah. We have the mean, our ambition, since we already leverage 100 million euros, meaning that we are very secure to continue our project and to launch by, let's say, first half of 2024, as I mentioned, 25 satellites within 5 launches from New Zealand. So, constellation for a while. A lot of application, of course, to monitor the environment, which was our first, let's say, business. Second, to supervise any operation for industrial activities, and as well to track any assets, any object, any persons around the planet in order to secure. So 2 examples of environment, the fire detection, or the flood detection. Within some device, again, the same type of that one. 2 other industrial need is to monitor the offshore operation or infrastructure, so looking at the security for instance. And again, this is a kind of size of this one, which is a terminal. And now let's go through, let's say, 4 last example of what we have in our art. I mean, is to protect people, to protect the wild animals over the planet, to protect our industries as well. And here we are. So today we are following 8,000 of wild animals over the planet. I have this one is for the bird. So it's an example. It's not a recent one, but it's up and running for years. Other example, of course, to supervise and to track any merchandise all over the planet. Then people, so in extreme environment, so it's within the, let's say, mission of secure with such a device. Ultimate one that I put as an example for the fish. So you know possibly that 50% of the fish business today is for the small artisanal fisher crews within maybe 10 people on board, extremely dangerous very often. And thanks to this device, which is absolutely up and running today, we are tracking the boat, we are tracking and securing any crew, I would say. And as on the top on that, government is looking for the what is licit and what is illicit. Here we are. So in Kineis, we are providing connectivity for Internet of Things for, let's say, human being and environment and industry. Thank you for your attention.